Pisces, get ready for some really odd things to start to happen to you, especially in your dream state. Pisces, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. My name is Michelle. If you're just arriving, thank you for clicking on the video. I am an astrologer and tarot card reader, and I use astrology, tarot cards, and oracle cards to help gain insights for you and provide you with a full reading of those insights every single week. So be sure that you subscribe to this channel and ring that notification bell so that you get all the latest content. All 12 zodiac signs every single week for you to enjoy. There's always an extended so you can enjoy even more and go deeper with me. And there's one of two ways to get those extendeds. One through Vimeo, the traditional way, and the non-traditional way, which is my Unbound membership, which will allow you full access to all of the extendeds, plus full access to all of the perks that come with all of the memberships, including weekly access to private live chats, members only, with me, where you can prepare your tarot card questions and ask me as many as you want. Just go ahead. It's like an open conversation a couple of times a week just for members, plus a lot of other really fun videos and content that nobody else gets to see. Yeah, so I'm going to start with the astrology, Pisces, and then I'm going to move into the oracle cards. So what's happened now is Mars and Venus, boom, have just hit Aquarius. And Aquarius is your 12th house. 12th house, you are the natural ruler. Piscean energy is the natural ruler of the 12th house. Neptune naturally rules the 12th house. It's basically the house of the unfinished, the house of dreams, illusions, or things that you only have access to or memory from dreams. It is the house where basically a lot of dharma starts to settle and erupt into the next phase of your life and design the next phase of your life. And so ultimately, Pisces, you're going to start to understand and comprehend, and like these things are going to start to come to you. Things, talents, skills, memories, maybe from past lives, memories that you don't remember having, are going to start flooding up into you right now, into your consciousness, especially when Mercury enters Pisces. It's entering it today. There's going to be a larger awareness of even the dream state and these dreamy underwater messages that are going to start becoming a lot more articulate. It's almost like the difference between a dream and a vivid dream and a vivid dream and a lucid dream. Like that's kind of like what it's going to be, very real and very interactive, and you're going to be able to control it a lot more easily. But do not be surprised by what starts to be revealed to you or who starts to speak to you, especially in your dream state, or especially like these synchronicities that will start to happen with all this energy in your 12th house. You're going to start to feel it like deja vu, synchronicities, just like you're passing in like interdimensional at this point, and you're going to feel it. It's going to come to you like things weird are happening, or I don't understand why this is happening. Don't try to understand it. Comprehension isn't going to help you now. Faith is going to help you. Your intuition is going to help you, and your psychic abilities to connect to what you can't understand is what's going to help you right now. And all of those things you have a lot of skill set in. So let's get into your oracle card reading. Pisces. Time to let go is in the past. So that's literal. Let's talk about that. It's time to let go of the past. It's also a sense of you will be able to let go of the past. It's kind of coming out very literal, right? We have Scorpio in the past, and then we have this energy, believe in yourself, in the future. Your future is still in some ways compromised. You still have doubts. There are still a lot of things that you're worried about. Virgo energy is a very worrisome energy. So it's like it's like you're worried too much to really have confidence in the future. But that's okay, because honestly, you shouldn't be settled in the future. You shouldn't be settled in the past. You need to be in the present as much as possible, which is almost impossible for you because ultimately the house of mysteries is the house of everything that has come before, that is creating or entering in a new form as it's born into Aries energy, right? So ultimately, it's challenging for you to be in the present, be in the here and now. But what I'm telling you is yesterday is legitimately teleporting into your current reality. That's what I'm saying. These aspects, especially of the things that you have overcome, are teleporting into your new reality, or your new reality is you're actually being able to conquer things in the past by being in the present, or by touching them, talking to them, interacting with them, especially through dreams, because this also represents the underworld of our subconscious, right? And so all of those things of your subconscious are impacting how you're feeling about the future, and ultimately how do we gain power over that. Transformation is beautiful. So this is more scorpionic energy. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. There might also be a sense of worried about the future, not really sure how things are going to work out with this transformation. But so why are you doing it? Like that would be my question, to step back and say, why am I doing it if I'm worried about it? Am I just trying to torture myself? There's a sense in you that you know this is time. And so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what the future looks like, because it's not supposed to look like anything you could predict. Stop trying to predict the future. The only way you can predict the future is be fully present in this current moment. That's the only way you can predict the future, because if you find happiness in your current situation, you are going to welcome more happiness in, and you are going to be continuing in that conduit of happiness, and you know you will be happy in the future. It doesn't matter where you end up. It doesn't matter who you're with, because if you follow, happy birthday Michelle Sandegate, if you follow your happiness, it will lead to happiness. So ultimately, this worry about the future could even tell you that in some ways you want to change. There's a change that you need to allow to happen because it's stayed too long, or you've committed yourself to it simply for the purposes of, I wanted stability, or I didn't want to let go of something. It's worrying you because it's not really a part of your happiness. It's worrying you because it's not really a part of your future. And you're worried about, how am I going to deal with this? You're going to deal with it with all your courage. You're going to deal with it with all your strength. You're going to deal with it by the acceptance of where your happiness really is and standing in that power. We have surrender now, which is Sagittarius energy. And Sagittarius energy is very future oriented, but it's coming up in your present moment. So it's like, how are you going to survive? Like, how are you going to survive this? Like a moth to a flame, just go into the fire. Just, you have to trust the fire, and you've got to trust the burn, because ultimately that's how you transform. So ultimately, this is legitimately saying to you, it's time for you to disintegrate and rise, right? And this is just, you got to be in it to win it. 100%. It's also saying in some ways, surrender, I don't know. There's moth and butterfly here. So something's ending. Something's ending in order for something else to begin. And a lot of ways you're fighting it. Act as if, you've been disguising yourself as something that you're not, or you've been trying to blend in. There's also been things that you could feel happening, but you couldn't really see. It's like a chameleon, right? You know something's there because you can feel it, but your five senses can't pick it up because it's hidden. And your future is hidden from you, right? Your future is not in sight, but it is in psyche. Absolutely. This is also a sense of somebody is communing with you, connecting with you, and you could probably feel them, but you may not be able to actually see, smell them, like that kind of thing. Okay, let me get a little bit more into this. Act as if. This is also literally in terms of manifestation, saying to you, act as if it's already here. Talk like it, walk like it, believe in it. Why are you worried about it? If you're worried about it, then it's telling you that you're not really into it. Because it's the things that you absolutely positively believe in that are the things that are connected to your happiness. And that's your conduit to your future. So you know that that's what you want to ride into the future. Whatever is worrying about you in the future, you've got to drop that shit. Because it's really just cumbersome. It's getting in your way and it's throwing you off track. So like this is a really good understanding of how to understand your emotions and put them into practical use. The things that are worrying you, you got to get rid of because they're getting in your way. And the things that are still making you happy and inspiring you are the things that you have to put all your emotion and energy into now. And that may surprise you because of where emotion and energy is now. It's in your 12th house. So expect to be surprised at what actually satisfies you, because it's almost like you're connecting to your like karmic, your dharmic self. It's like you're connecting to your past life. There are talents and experiences that are coming back up that you're not even gonna realize were a part of you, where they're coming out now, and you're connecting to those things in this life. So they're going to surprise you. It's a happy surprise. Trust it. And then we have overcome any obstacle, and you will, especially financial. So if you have been worrying about financial obstacles, you're going to overcome them. You're going to mow them down. You're going to move forward. You're going to get this started. You're going to get this going. You're going to get this underway. You're going to get these finances. You're going to be able to get this done. Maybe through communications, because Taurus is your 3rd house, a sense of communicating in a very professional way, but also communicating in a way of value. You have to communicate your ideas, and you do communicate your ideas. They have so much value to you. So presenting them with value, accepting their value up front, is going to help you be extremely articulate and move along your cause. It's another way that you can help yourself in this energy. And then we have make your dreams real. So bam. And this is Scorpionic energy as well. It's all coming from your underbelly. It's all coming from deep inside of you. It's all coming from, just like the spider. A spider doesn't have to think about a web. I mean, it doesn't have to think, how am I going to make it? It just runs on intuition. It's like, allow your creations to come out free flowing. Allow yourself to build what you know you're supposed to build. Pisces, right now you are engaged in building a home. You are engaged in building the world as you want to see it. You are engaged in building your domicile. That's what you are engaged in building, and it's so clear to you intuitively. Get out of your own way. And that's how you know if something is worrying you, it's in your way. It's an impediment to your success. It is not something that you need to keep in your life or keep associating with. So let's go to these cards. Pisces, let me know in the comments below, what part of this reading are you resonating most with? So by the end of it, you can give me the timestamp below, and I'd love to know. Yeah. You're scared. 100%. You can feel it already that you've lost interest in something, and you feel guilty, you feel bad, you feel worried. What if other people don't approve, or I hurt somebody's feelings? The truth is this: you're conflicted because you don't care about something as much as you used to. You don't. Especially if it's work, let it fucking go. Honor the fact that your time with it, your time sitting there, your time doing it, it's over. It's time for you to release that work, release that schedule. It's gotten to be a bore to you. It is also unhealthy. It's causing you stress. And then we have solar plexus. You want to do something. You want to make a move on something. You want to tackle something. This is your fuel cell. This is your fuel cell, Pisces. You're ready, but you're conflicted because what does it mean? It actually does mean that you don't care as much about something as you used to. Right? It really does. An emotional loss, it's not saying a loss that's made you emotional. An emotional loss is, I don't care as much as I used to. But in your head, you're like, oh no, like I should care, right? I'm supposed, but you don't have those feelings. And so that's why you've been losing steam. Allow yourself to lose steam on the things that you don't care about enough. Allow it to happen. This is how your transformation is going to happen. And all the hardships that come with that transformation is just things that you have to suffer. Like God is putting those tests in front of you. How badly do you actually want what you want? Do you want it bad enough to give up those things that have become comforts for you? Right? You have got to let them go in order to continue your flow and open up your flow. Yeah, or you could be concerned that somebody else has lost feelings for you, that somebody else isn't working as hard, or they don't want it as bad, or they're not engaged as much as they used to be, and you want to act on it. You want to take action on it. Speak about it. It's time to speak about it. Solar plexus is all about your fuel pump. It's like the fuel system. I'm like, bang. It's like the fuel pump. Like you have the energy now to really confront anything. Let's get more detail. I need more detail. Okay. Pisces. I need more detail. Pisces. What are they conflicted on? Regeneration. This is more the Scorpio energy is dominating. It's dominating everything about you. I believe Scorpio is your 5th house. Right? Pisces, yeah. And then no. Cancer is no. Cancer. Pisces. I'm such an asshole. Give me a second. Pisces, Aries. Yes, I have to do this. Taurus, Gemini. Yeah, Cancer is your 5th house and Scorpio is your 9th. Scorpio is your 9th house. You've got to reach farther. You've got to go beyond what you felt comfortable in. And you can travel to depths. You can travel far away by going like subliminal. I feel like there's astral projection here for you. Like it's almost like something from the past is coming up, and it's coming up in your thoughts. You're starting to think about it. And ultimately, it's almost like you're starting to remember feelings that you don't even ever remember experiences to. That's crazy shit, right? But ultimately, this is what's happening. As soon as Mercury goes into this Pisces energy, you're going to start remembering things. It's almost like memory is coming back to you. And that's what's causing, you're starting to remember things that you had forgotten, but you're becoming consciously aware of them. And that's what's causing you worry and stress and making you lose interest in what you'd found comfort in right now. But it wasn't a real comfort. It was a comfort that you needed for a while. But ultimately now you're starting to remember who the fuck you are, and you've got to be something. And you've got to be that. You've got to honor that. But the practicality and the obligations that you have to what you've committed yourself to are stressing you out because they're coming into conflict. And this conflict is the test. How badly do you want it? Do you want your happiness enough to actually fucking confront this shit and own it? And I know that you do, because you have a tremendous amount of courage about you. I know that you do, Pisces. Also leave the comments below if you've been having intense dreams. Like, let me know. I would love to know, because I know I haven't. I'm not even Piscean. So you and your loved ones are safe. This is Cancer. This is your 5th house. So ultimately it's saying, you know who you love. In other words, the people that you love the most are protected. And then nothing is yet set in stone. This is in the past. What is this? I didn't even see this fall. What? Let spirit be your guide is in reverse. It's in reverse. In other words, there's something that you did against your greater good in the past. And ultimately, I think that was setting a routine for yourself or committing yourself to something out of fear. That could have been you took a job, you took a day job, or you decreased your job, or you aimed lower than you should have, and now you're committed to it and you're feeling stuck in it. Get the fuck rid of it, because you were never supposed to do that to begin with. This was your fear, and now you're trapped, and you've got to face this fear to get untrapped. That's 100% what's going on. Nothing is yet set in stone, which means you still have an opportunity to change whatever fucking commitment you never should have made, or you made out of worry and fear because you needed to grab hold of something instead of having fucking faith. And we all do that. Let's go to tarot, because there's so much more to talk about. I will see you guys in the extended or on the unbound. I love ya.